wrong one. WWE fans are being robbed in broad daylight with a banana. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. Let me say that one more time. WWE fans are being robbed in broad daylight with a banana. If you set your expectations anything higher than what you've already been receiving, the sample size that you already know to be true, to be produced by this company, if you set your expectations any higher than that for tonight's show, you deserve any disappointment that you are feeling tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So that means, welcome to your WWE Raw Live Review. It is your boy, Mr. Starksign.
Big Dub.
What is going on, beautiful people? What is going on? I can't even say I feel vindicated. I really wish I could say I feel vindicated. I don't feel disappointed either. I'm taking the direct approach of just saying to every single WWE fan that was coping and writing think pieces about the finish of the match between John Cena and Gunther and the entire booking of John Cena's retirement run. For all of the people that had think pieces, how do you feel right now? The dust is settled. Monday Night Raw is over. How do you feel right now? Because before I got on this camera, I put myself in you guys' shoes and I said, man, if I was one of those people that was writing think pieces trying to clean this up on behalf of Triple Nose, unpaid, by the way, I would feel like the biggest idiot on the planet. But I pointed out something to Werner. I said, you don't see as many people defending this as you normally do. You see a select few. You see the people who would typically defend WWE no matter what, defending it. But you don't see as many people defending it. I did not like the amount of think pieces I saw, but I give credit, even though this is going to be like 25% credit, because I would have to see this with some kind of consistency. 25% credit to Bleacher Report for giving John Cena's retirement run an F and actually having the balls to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
WWE fans, y'all need to enter y'all honesty era. Since WWE loves coining eras, you guys as a fan base need to enter your honesty era. Start being honest with what this product is. Start being honest with the decisions that are being laid down and produced and played out on television. Just start being honest. Because those think pieces have lost steam. The trolling has lost steam. At first, y'all were Steamboat Willie. Now y'all got nothing. Y'all panhandling, holding a mug, hoping for Triple H to drop you some change into the mug, and he is not dropping anything into that mug for any of you, even after all you have done for him and his reputation. How do you feel? So with that being said, guys, y'all got a job to do. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, financial lubricant gang. Send it through. Show our show the proper love that it deserves. And if you don't, then in which case, again, 2026, this might be donezo. And that is an actual factual. I'm not sending y'all off. I'm not saying it is a money grab, okay? But guys, we got a job to do. It is bring you beautiful people the news, whole one special, accountable, and bring you facts, data, statistics as we go, because that is just what we do here. All right, so let's not delay y'all any further, man. Let's go ahead and get into 10 news. Let go.
So last week, I did a drone accountability of one Nick Khan, talking about how Rey Mysterio was nothing before WWE.
Oh, that brain dead ass take. Yeah.
Yes. Kevin Nash has chimed in, everybody.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
Nash said, Ray was considered nothing in WCW question mark. I disagree because man, fuck, he beat me. WCW went out of business in what, 2001? And it's 2025. So what are you saying, Nick? You've had him for 25, 20 years. He's meant more than the fucking 4 years he was at WCW. Sure, I hope so. You got a fucking $5 billion fucking Netflix deal. You got a $1.6 billion ESPN deal. He means more? Really? There's more eyes on him now. God, that Nick's a fucking crafty fucking guy.
By the way, my leave-in conditioner decided to make a guest appearance, and I ain't noticed it looked like I was eating pussy, and it was in my beard. But not to take his thunder, no pun intended, WCW. Not to take his thunder, but I did say this already. That's like the easiest thing in the world to say when you were running against what?
WCW.
No. Stay with me. I need you to stay on the same track. You may not be able to run as fast, but stay on the track with me, Warner. Who was WWE running against when Rey Mysterio was in WWE? This shouldn't take that long to think about. Thank you, Weekly Steel Chair. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Absolutely no one. That was how I knew that was a brain dead take from the moment that I had to hear it out of Warner's mouth. The moment the mayonnaise leaked from in between his teeth and out into his microphone, that was the moment where I knew this guy doesn't even know the product that he works for. He doesn't know the history. He probably doesn't care to know the history. But that was how I knew it was a brain dead take from the get. And I told y'all the mic drop is just basically saying, who else could he have gone to during that time? And if you're going to be one of those bad faith debaters and say, well, he could have just worked the indie scenes, or he could have retired, or he could have went to TNA. If you're going to try to be a smart aleck and say that, we're talking about the so-called WWE platform. What equal platform was there to WWE when WWE had a monopoly over professional wrestling? I'll wait. Really, if he wanted to keep his notoriety and platform, his best course of action would have been going back to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So at least if you're going to debate me or rebuttal me or try to be a smart ass, you make sure it's accurate at least. Make sure it has some gravity on it. You know what I mean? Make sure it has some kind of pull. Because, Nick Khan, he just doesn't know what product he works for. He's just a slimy ass, shady ass businessman that with a really punchable fucking face that thinks that because he works for a self-sustaining juggernaut that he's doing some magical thing when it comes to being a negotiator. And it's like, no, dude, all you got to do is sell these people the fucking Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era in these boardrooms, and they're going to be like, how much money do you want?
Mm-hmm.
And shouts out to people finally waking up to the talking point that we've been saying on this show since day one. It was somebody on Twitter that had said this early in the morning where they were like, yeah, man, WWE has been trying to force that mainstream appeal since honestly, I can't even say the end of the Ruthless Aggression Era. Like early Ruthless Aggression Era, and that was it. That was the last time they were mainstream. Really, like once WCW was purchased, that started the timer on their downfall.
Mm-hmm.
So shouts out to people finally waking up to that talking point because, well, it only took 6 years because we've been doing this show for 6 years, but it only took 6 years. But thank you. I'm glad to see that. And I hope Nick Khan someday understands that and starts moving accordingly.
Mm.
Yeah, you could cast doubt, but, facts and reality even apply to the wealthy.
That's true.
I hate to say it. If anything, people that deal in reality more so than broke people are rich people. A wealthy person will tell a poor person to their face, why do you deserve any money?
Mm-hmm.
You sit at home all day, you eat junk food. Like a wealthy person will tell you reality before a poor person will.
Exactly.
So no, if anything, no, they're going to come to that crashing reality very soon. And people like Nick Khan will be fall guys. People like Paul Levesque will be fall guys. I'm telling you. Just remember I said it, guys. Just remember I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what we got. I'm going to read a couple comments. Guys, we kind of want to fly through the show because, again, WWE is really not worth the time and attention and detail. It's just not. It's not. Okay? Let me see. Said, let me see what we got. Said, boy, y'all, at least y'all communicating with each other tonight. That's good. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm going to find one. That the drone said, Warner Brothers Discovery owns Bleacher Report. Of course, they associated with AEW, hence that grade. If you're going to take that approach, are we going to also talk about how 97, maybe even 98% of WWE's coverage for the most part is positive?
Mm-hmm.
There's a flip side to everything. like, okay, cool. You pointed out one little thing that you think is accurate. Now, how does that explain the other 98%?
Not to mention, how many times have you and I come on this stream and mentioned Bleacher Report writing a positive article about WWE and Tony needing to go talk to Bleacher Report and going, hey, where's equal footing here?
They're talking out of their ass, y'all. But
Mm-hmm.
y'all probably already knew that. They're talking out of their ass. It just, when you see stuff like that, just scroll past it. Just scroll past it. Cause you know it stands on nothing. Like what does that opinion even stand on? What proof or basis are they even basing that off of? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a person that is going through like verbal abuse from their spouse, right? And finally, this spouse says one positive thing about him. Is that spouse supposed to forget the 99 million other negative things that person said about them because they said one nice thing?
No.
Like, you could really use that logic with a lot of drones talking points, if I'm being real. Like, seriously. Oh, and drones, by the way, guys, they live and die by outliers. So if there's like one instance where, let's say AEW does do something fucked up, they harp on it.
Mm-hmm.
They harp on it. They can't help it. They can't help it because they got nothing else. Literally, they have nothing else to do. You see what we got? Say wrestling fans forgot. Dude, chatting Saturday night's main event refund. Oh, I think you meant to put chanting during Saturday. Nope, they won't do that.
No.
They're too invested. If you go to an off-track betting place and you put, I don't know, 300 on a horse to, win, or even 500 on a horse to show, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put some money on a horse, you're not going to be like, okay, I hope this horse loses and I can get my money back. No, that's not how it works. These people have invested way too much financially to chant that. Why do you think I've broken this down? Here, this is the brain of a drone that goes to the events. They spent a shit ton of money to sit at the top of the arena to where they can high-five God and play dice with him if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You think they gonna chant refund? If you invest $5,000 into Apple stocks, are you gonna pray the market crashes?
Oh.
Right. Okay, so guys, by the way, if I'm coming off a little bit cynical and a bit of a smart ass, I told y'all this is how I'm going to be going for it. I'm going to be a little bit more ruthless because, like, why spend 1,000 words on something that I could say in, I don't know, about 50 of them?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like, yeah. Come on, man. Like, these people are in too deep. They've been in the mafia for 15 years and they don't know how to get out. Longer, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know how to get out, dude. They don't know how to get out. They think the only
and some refuse to get out.
Yeah, they think the only way out is concrete shoes, dude. They don't know what they're doing. No, but go ahead, finish your thought.
No, I just think that, they're never going to get out. That Stockholm syndrome is just so ingrained into their minds that they will never get out. That was the point I was going to make.
they have to buy. Well, first of all, the buy-in for WWE is extremely high if you're a fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a fact. That is a fact that cannot be argued. The buy-in to be a WWE fan is extremely high. The same way the buy-in to be an NFL fan is extremely high. NFL tickets aren't cheap.
No.
And once you make the buy-in too high, while yes, it creates a loyalty because now that this person spent all this money, they feel like, oh, when I come to the show, I gotta have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if I want to boo this, I'm not going to boo it because I spent $500 on a nosebleed.
Right.
There's also a flip side of that where it's like you're conditioning yourself as a company for failure because when those people eventually step away from the table because they're tired of losing their money to the house, what are you going to do? Because lowering table minimums won't bring them back. Because they're going to be like, nah, I know this game. As soon as I buy in again, you're going to raise the prices again.
Mm-hmm.
This is WWE's last leg, and they know it. And they know it. You can tell by how they're booking the product. Instead of booking the product with inspiration, they're booking it as a fuck you. They're booking with the middle finger up to their audience right now.
Funny how you don't see that with UFC or AEW or MLW or any other promotion.
It's disgusting. I broke this down to the molecule. We had a great stream yesterday. I broke this down to the molecule yesterday, guys. Last night, I broke this down to the molecule. I also spoke on the fans that did defend this product until the ends of the goddamn earth and back. And said that everything that they're getting right now, they deserve. That disappointment, that shock, that awe, that helpless feeling that I could see in most of those people's eyes, that robbed feeling that I could see in most of those people's eyes, they deserved it. They did. Werner, would you walk into a room full of men that every time you walk into that room, they call you a bitch?
No.
Would you walk into that room every day of the week?
No.
That's what WWE fans do every Monday, Friday, and whenever they decide to throw a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. That includes NXT, by the way.
Yeah.
Before you guys jump in and say, NXT's awesome. No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it is not. Yeah, you're walking into the room and they're calling you a dumbass and you're just like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Michael said the WWE is the you don't get what you pay for promotion. But I feel you. That's a good point, but it's deeper than that, dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep at this point, at this stage, it's deeper than that. It's the not only do you not get what you pay for, we're gonna tell you fuck you on the way out. When you're walking out the arena, you're going to feel demoralized. That's what they own right now, bro. And when that tide finally does turn completely to the love of professional wrestling again, and fans abandon WWE, when they finally do abandon WWE, WWE is not going to have a goodwill paddle to prop up.
Mm-mm.
They're not.
No, they took that away years ago.
They threw their goodwill paddle into the ocean and have just been floating on calm waters with the bodies of their fan base right underneath the boat. And I know they're thinking, we don't care. We made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's what they're thinking. We don't care. We made our money. We're probably going to sell to Saudi and make some more money. So everything that I'm directing towards the audience now. Because now Triple H has shown you in no uncertain terms, live and in public, he does not give a fuck. Now he has outwardly basically told every single one of you, I do not care. If you are satisfied, if you are not satisfied with my booking, I do not care. Now, me and Warren have been seeing this through the actual evidence of the product.
Mm-hmm.
WWE fans just saw it in front of their faces. Speaking of the people that we have to see in front of our faces, because we have algorithms. Guys, if y'all know what portion of the show is coming up, I need y'all to do me a good old-fashioned solid, or better yet, melt it down into a liquid so we can pour it down the drain. So if you know what portion of the show is coming up, go ahead and drop that brang thang thang in the comment section. But even if you decide you're not going to, I'm going to tell you filthy, dirty, lying, trifling ass anyway. It is time for us to hold one special accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Let go.
This is from Twitter.
Twitter.
This is from good old Bubba.
Oh, goodness gracious almighty.
Yep. Bubba says, and I quote, Obi-Wan smirked / smiled just before Vader struck him down because he accepted his fate and knew in order for others to live, he must die. That's why John tapped.
Guys, it's time for me to hold one special accountable. I'm not tonight. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Y'all could take that bait. I'm not taking that bait. I'm not. That is gaslighting at a level I don't think I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking that bait. Oh, that's a fact, Michael. I've always felt that way about Star Wars. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Saying Star Wars is much like the WWE, boring and overhyped. I have always felt that way about Star Wars. The video games are fun. I ain't gonna lie, the video games are dope.
Yeah.
If the movies were like the video games, I'd fuck with the movies.
I miss the 64 game so bad.
Man, that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, that was my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I played that game for hours. No, shouts out to that, but no, the fucking movies are boring as fuck, dude. All right, guys. This one is a doozy, and it is also despicable, diabolical, and also a reason of why I say the WWE audience deserves everything that they get and what they ended up getting, because this was before Cena GUNTHER.
Oh.
Like right before. Like while the event was going on.
Oh.
So
during all the verbal fellatio vignettes that we got?
Yeah, all of the Kmart Photo Center commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But there was a person named the Boss Ninja that was basically just stating their claim to how John Cena, they're not a fan of John Cena. And somehow someone started criticizing Mercedes Merlin Monet.
What the fuck?
Right? But this person had said, this is the context tweet. Said, crowd you want, but Cena never held 13 titles at the same time. Mercedes constantly delivers great matches. I used to hate on her, but she made me respect her. Cena has always been trash. To which this person, screen name Johnny199449, had this to say.
Drone identifier.
I got to watch out for the algorithm, so I am going to paraphrase this in algorithm safe terms, but Johnny199449 had this to say in rebuttal to that. I hope you get unalived in a mass shooting, bitch. Fuck you. Over a wrestling take, y'all. Over a wrestling take. Me and Werner both said, funny enough, at different times, The WWE audience, viewing audience, and internet audience, and in-arena audience is a cancer to professional wrestling. We have said that dozens of times at this point. There's your proof.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might say, oh, that's an outlier. I would call bullshit so fast you would think I had it on speed dial. If I went scouring through Twitter right now without even looking that hard, I could probably find 60 like that. If I did that for the next 7 hours, if I scoured for the next 7 hours, I could find at least 60 like that, probably more. See, in the black community, when somebody is just a piece of shit and they're very cancerous and everything they touch kind of turns to shit, there's a black saying that we all say to people like this. When that type of person comes around, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, but we all say this. See, this why don't nobody like your ass. That's how I feel about WWE fans. This is why don't nobody like your ass. Y'all are corny. Y'all are unoriginal. Y'all are lame as fuck. Like, I could go on and on. And when I'm using the application of these words towards you guys, it's not ad hominems. It's accurate. It's accurate. It's pinpoint. You can't call, when it comes to referring to y'all, those are not ad hominems. That is fact. Y'all are out of touch. Y'all don't love the sport. Y'all are front runners. Y'all are weirdos. Y'all stank. I could go on and on. I could really go on and on. And nothing I would say would be inaccurate. Nothing out of anything I said would be inaccurate. Normal WWE fans are the outlier. This person right here is not the outlier. They are the norm. I would ask, is that what y'all doing? But apparently it is.
People like that don't deserve to be platformed.
But yet, that's what the algorithm puts in front of my face.
Yeah.
That's
wrong.
That's what the X algorithm puts in front of my face. What's up, Samantha? That's what the X algorithm puts in front of my face. People that say stuff like that. And it's not even just with wrestling. I see more racist on my damn algorithm than I see people that are actually trying to have productive conversation about race relations. And no, this isn't a, oh, go cry, lib type of moment because I'm not a liberal. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Can't use that one on me. Oops. I'm not a conservative either. I'm about as neutral as it comes. I actually exercise my right to opinion on things based upon facts, and I wish more people were like that.
That would be fun.
Yeah, facts and observable truths.
Mm-hmm.
Not outliers, not stereotypes.
Not
Nope.
feelings.
Yep, not feelings. Nope. So when you say stuff like that to a person over a wrestling take, who's the real snowflake? Because y'all are the first fans to call other wrestling fans soft because they don't like something WWE did. Because it sucked, legitimately. Y'all call them everything but a child of God because they criticized the product.
Mm-hmm.
Who looks soft in that scenario? And WWE fans, you need to realize something. You can't control everyone's reactions that aren't plugged into that matrix. I know that's a hard reality for a lot of you guys to come to grips with. People that are not inside that bubble, you cannot control their reactions to WWE's disrespect. Okay? Because I notice y'all try to do that. Y'all are really like a cult. I notice y'all do that a lot. When somebody is criticizing WWE, you try to sway their opinion into praising it. That's why a lot of people are so afraid to just flat out criticize WWE without accentuating some like false positive. Nobody can go full criticism on WWE without you guys being like, but.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting, bro. It's nasty work out here, dog.
It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Unfortunately. That is the unfortunate part. That is definitely the unfortunate part. And don't try to save anybody who is fed-brained, ladies and gentlemen. Don't that is my new edict to everybody who watches our show. Don't if you know somebody that is fed-brained, I know somebody that's real fed-brained that don't watch our show anymore. If the person is fed, don't try to save them. Don't. That's like dipping your arm into a volcano, an active one. Just don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Okay? They're fed brain. I love that term. Well, that's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they are. Miguel said that comment was so what the fuck. Drones always make that type of comment when it is about Mercedes. But it was bigger than Mercedes. It was one of those moments where a drone was like, I can unleash all of my hatred that I have towards people that disagree with me when it comes to WWE on this one person. That's why I said they're no different than an abuser. Abusers only abuse people they feel they have dominion over. Most abusers, when they run into somebody that can beat their ass, do I need to explain? I need to explain?
No.
Like, come on now. Or somebody that's gonna, like, let's say it's a verbal abuser. Somebody that'll check that shit. When they run into somebody that'll check that shit, you think that, come on. What we doing? That they're too far gone. You can't say, no, you can't. Mm-mm. Yeah, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Yep. But shouts out to Cairo's objective with the Tinch Macaroons queuing up. Lemon. He is laughing it up. Shouts out to you. No, Fuego, Cairo is not a new lubricator. It's been a while since he has lubricated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So that's just what that is, okay? Fuego said, woman beaters can never fight. Lamau. Let me tell you something. This is going to sound fucked up. But it's the truth. All of the woman beaters that actually can fight are in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see a dude that is whooping on his girlfriend and he's still out in the public world, he can't fight. You know why? Because a dude that's whooping on his woman that could actually fight, that dude is a danger to society. So therefore, he is in prison. Now, don't get me wrong. The dudes that are still out are a danger to society as well. But again, typically when a dude walks up that can actually put hands and feet on him and, you know, put the leg warmers on him, that stops. It stops. Okay. Let me see what we got. Said that's a fact. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real. I know that sounds fucked up, but that's true. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you ask a dude, you locked up, you ask a dude, hey, what you in here for? Hey, man, I beat my girl to near death. Avoid that man.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that is willing to beat someone to damn near death probably can fight in general. Could probably fight in general. Because most women, when they feel like their life is on the line, can at least defend themselves enough to where they don't get killed. So that means if that man beat that woman to damn near death, yeah. I'm just keeping it a buck. And he has nothing to lose. So if you in there with him and you test, he ain't got nothing to lose. He ain't got nothing to lose. Okay? I say that with all respect. Okay? But shouts out to everybody who is in the room right now. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, financial lubricant gang. It means the world that y'all are in here rocking with us, because if you rock it with anybody else, you're probably getting a crappy show with the same takes, nothing new, no education, no information. So you are here for a reason. And we appreciate you being in here, and show us the necessary love. Let us get some thumbs up emojis in the motherfucking chat right now from the True Seekers. And also let's get a thumbs up on this video. Or as Werner would say, video.
Video.
There it is. There it is. Homemade video. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have lots of homemade videos, but they're in my phone. I have a lot of homemade videos that will never see the light of day. I put on Oscar-worthy performance.
Bang, bang.
Oh,
bang,
shit.
Bang.
I was holding it, y'all. I was really trying to keep it gangster, but I had to let that one out. I had to let it one out. Yes, homemade video. Yes, you see it. Yes, absolutely. And when y'all done putting those thumbs up in there, let's get the VHS tapes in the chat as well. VHS tapes in the chat. We don't want to queue up the Wyatt 6, but we gonna get some VHS tapes in the chat, because apparently they have a VCR in WWE production.
Yes.
I probably could, Fuego. I probably could open up my own little website. Yeah, Only Star. I probably could. But I would not want to expose those beautiful Christian women. They are graceful little angels. Except for one. Except for one. Except for one. And she knows who she is. That is a demon. That is an actual demon.
Ouch.
Yeah. Look. Ouch!
I didn't say nothing.
Ouchie! Ouch! Ouch!
Ouchie!
Ouch! That. Ow! That's all I'm gonna say about that one.
Yeah.
Man, just so slim too. But fucking all right. Oh man, appreciate it, man. Coming through tonight, tough.
There we go.
With the 10 smackaroos again, saying, "Hola, peeps. It's been a while since I've been in the chat, but been watching the shows on playback. Appreciate the playback gang. Said you guys get me through a lot of work days. Keep up the great content. Thank you, Cairo's Objective. That is appreciated.
Thank you, Cairo.
We are glad we could get people through the work days.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Werner's new album, Mayonnaise Rain, is coming out on all platforms. Be sure to get that. Okay? Get that for. Yeah. What kind of place is this? Yep, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Is that the first single?
Yep, that's exactly. No, the first single is Help Me. That's the first single.
Help me, May. Oh, help me, May.
The second single is Reading Troubles. All right. It's a very, 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 very refined album. He worked extremely hard on it. It was mixed and mastered on a fucking skillet. Okay. So therefore we had to work through it. It was some difficulties. We didn't have the best equipment, but yes, it's coming out. All platforms. And it will be sold at Tower Records.
Oh, jeez.
Before they go with the two smackaroos, said, will Gunther be booked to retire Werner? Not when his album come out. When this album come out, it's going to hit the streets tough.
Mm-hmm.
Werner's going to be on the cover with a bulletproof vest made of mayonnaise. It's going to be the shit. Just look out. Instead of Mini Men, he going to have a record on there called Mini Mayo. Get Mayo or die trying. It's going to happen. Just wait. Wait till that shit hits the streets. Y'all just see, all right, bro. Produced by no one. Man, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. We tried to get Dr. Dre. We ended up getting Dr. Pepper. But it worked. It worked. Don't you disrespect that album. Okay? All right, y'all.
I'm going to get my Grammy.
Your ass going to get a Bammy. You ain't getting no damn. Your ass getting
I'll be on my way to my EGOT.
You getting a damn Zammy. You ain't getting no damn. The hell is wrong with you? Your ass is getting a Chris Rock slap award. That's what the fuck you get. You will be the first recipient. Oh, me. That's what's happening there. Unfortunately, yes, that's probably how we did get Jelly Roll. Yeah. Fuego. Unfortunately. These things are very unfortunate. Okay. But yeah, no, guys, we wasted enough time. We was playing a little bit, but it is time to get into the show that we would never get into, Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsored by Trojan. It is time for us to get into Monday Night Coleslaw. Let's do it.
All righty, the show kicks off with a big video package of John Cena's retirement match and loss to Gunther at Saturday night's main event. They also included the thank you Cena chant and him walking off in the end.
Didn't include them boos, huh?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
Then
John Cena's dead. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John Cena is dead. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can confirm.
Mm-hmm. He is at a local burial site to which no one knows where it is.
Local burial site. That's great. That's funny. That's funny.
Make sure to check all your local burial sites for John Cena.
That's good. Shit. Oh, man. God damn, that was funny. Okay. It was weird because I just pictured like a McDonald's next to it. It was just, I could just like. It's just like, oh shit.
Mom, can I get a Coke after seeing Grandma?
First, we got to drive through the local burial site.
Look, Mom, it's right there.
I could see the golden arches. Oh, goodness. You have to see your local deceased family member first. That's great. That's funny. All right, go ahead.
Alrighty, Gunther walked out. I'd say the crowd was 50-50 to start.
Oh, let me stop you. This is not the reaction I think they wanted.
No. This
cannot be the reaction they wanted. So while Triple H was being so fucking smug, look at you. Because I'm almost certain this is not what they expected. It was actually pretty tepid compared to what I'm pretty sure Triple H thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them people probably went to the Hershey Park before they fucking went there and ate too much damn chocolate. And then they showed up at the arena. No, let me stop giving them excuses. They'll probably run with that. Let me shut up.
A few fans chanted, "You tapped out," but quickly turned to booing as Gunther tried to speak. Gunther stated, "I did what I said I would do. I made John Cena give up." And he gave up. And he tapped out like a little bitch.
All right, I'm going to think piece it, Warner. And this is going to be a quick think piece. I'm going to run through the rest of the segment because this is all he was. He just came, pause. He came back and forth, gloating and gloating. Yep. This would have hit so much harder if he would have just went backstage after that first mic drop. It still would have been, I'm going to be honest, it still would have been whack. It still would have been pretty whack, but it would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have just walked backstage after saying it the first time. Typical WWE fashion, they don't know how to let anything breathe. It would have killed him.
He should not have been there tonight.
Dog, it would have killed. No, we disagree on that. He should have been there. He should have been there. I miss the days where heels show up after big wins over baby faces. So no, he should have been there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But they did what they typically do in WWE fashion. They couldn't let it breathe. They had to strangle it to the point of death. They killed the momentum all ready. Now any boos he gets from here on out are going to be performative. It's going to be the next crowd trying to be like the Hershey crowd. This is not not good. This is actually pretty fucking terrible. This is like worst case scenario. He came out there to like, you know, those like kiddie type of boos where you don't really hear any testosterone in the boos. Like all you heard was like women and children kind of booing. Like it was a very estrogen filled boo. And also you could tell, by the way, I think somebody said it. Yeah, Fuego. You could tell they piped in boos. They were trying to be subtle with the piped in boos, but it ended up sounding ridiculous. Want to know how I know? Guys, we've been saying this since the beginning of the show. And not the beginning of this show. I mean, literally us doing this show. You want to know how you could tell boos are piped in? This is the easiest thing in the world. Watch this. I want to see if somebody figures it out first, but once I see one guess, I'll tell you how you could tell. Let me see one guess, and then I'll tell you how you can tell. It's easier than you think, by the way. Don't overthink the answer. Let me see. Oh, shouts out to you. Okay. Got a message from a wrestler. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yep, there it is. Cairo's objective figured it out. Look at the crowd. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. 70% of the audience was sitting and not moving. Fuego, that falls underneath looking at the crowd, sir.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. It's really that simple. You saw maybe, I'll be fair, you maybe saw about 35 to 40% of the audience standing. Maybe. I'm being generous. The rest of them were sitting down. Who was booing? Who was booing? Who was booing to a nuclear level? Because I know back in the day when Vince McMahon was getting booed, when he was coming out as Mr. McMahon, everybody in the arena looked like they were ready to storm that ring. When NWO was cutting 45-minute promos to Hulk Hogan, more specifically, to kick off Nitro, it looked like that crowd was ready to storm that ring, plus you saw garbage in the ring. I didn't see that. WWE now has to manufacture a top heel when it should have been easy like Sunday morning. If John Cena's final run would have been booked properly and Gunther choked John Cena until he passed out, not tapped, Gunther would have been a made man. Even with the Jey Uso shit. He would have been a made man. But you want to know what ended up happening? And here's how I knew Triple H was backstage, probably seething with that smug-ass look on his face. When they chanted, "You tapped out at Gunther," that was, what? How does that saying go? The something came home to roost. How does that saying go?
Oh. No, not that.
But that was that moment where all of your bad booking decisions with Gunther came back to bite you in the end. So you could be as smug as you want. You could be as much of a prick as you want to be. I knew it was the damn chicken. I should have just said it. But yeah, you could be as smug and as much of a prick as you want to be. But that right there, I know Triple H was backstage like, no,
right.
Don't chant that.
You're not supposed to remember that.
That was the moment I knew this was a failure. See, but me and Werner knew that at the time. When Gunther tapped out we knew that at the time. We knew that at the time it was going to have long-term effects. We knew that. So again, you was being all smug. Oh, I thought it would have been, you guys would have been louder, all that. Okay. Well, they were. And you want to know what they said? You tapped out. You tapped out to the person that tapped out the so-called GOAT. If the GOAT, as they allege, is not enough to make people forget about him tapping out to Jey Uso, was John Cena really the GOAT?
No.
Oops.
No.
Did I say the quiet part loud? Oops.
Apparently.
If tapping out John Cena was not enough to make people forget about him tapping to Jey Uso, was John Cena really the GOAT? Because a rub of that caliber from the GOAT, oh, that should have changed everything. Right? Me and Werner have been saying this as just a word to encapsulate WWE's booking this entire year, and I'm going to say it again. Failure. Failure, 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 failure. But this gets worse. So, Werner, go ahead. This gets worse. This gets much worse.
Gunther continued to smile as he left through a chorus of boos. The camera followed him as he walked to the back, where he bumped into Otis and Akira Tozawa. Otis asked if Gunther felt good rubbing it in. Gunther said he did. Then Gunther bumped into R-Truth, who called him a piece of trash. Gunther was okay with that.
Watch this, y'all. Watch this.
Gunther then bumped into Adam Pearce next. Adam Pearce was pissed that Gunther was walking all over John Cena's legacy because he knew he wasn't coming back. And that doesn't make him a ring general. That makes him an asshole. Pearce told him he's done for the night and to find the exit.
Stop. Did Gunther cheat to beat John Cena?
No.
Did Gunther book the TV time he got for this promo tonight?
No.
I'm going to let y'all marinate. Warner, don't say nothing. I'm going to let y'all marinate. Do you want to know the message that they fucking sent? If you beat the GOAT, right? You beat the GOAT fair and square, and you come out there bragging about beating the GOAT because, hey, you beat the GOAT, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a reason to brag, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're an asshole. So much so that the so-called unbiased, down-the-middle authority figure calls you an asshole. So what incentive do you have to get marquee wins and championships and to brag about them? And you know what? I'm going to be an asshole tonight. I'm actually going to skip ahead. We can skip over it once we get to it. But then you have your actual champion, CM Punk, come out there and cut a heel promo. CM Punk's promo had more of a heelish aspect to it than Gunther's did.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk's promo felt more heelish than Gunther's did. Really? CM Punk talked about Braun Breaker's family. Somebody might say, oh, well, Braun Breaker said he would take his wife. Whoop-de-whoop. Bro. CM Punk had more time to talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
And said more. And his cadence was even that of a heel. So if you win and you beat the GOAT, right? You can't come out there and say, I tapped out the GOAT. Fuck you. Mic drop. And your boss can call you an asshole. Why win? Why win? Why win? Why go out there and try to win? Why go out there and try to beat the highest level of competition?
There's no point at that point.
And the crazy part is, I'm talking in kayfabe. I'm not even like, why go out there and win? If you're going to be shamed by the person that booked the match because you beat this high-ranking, long-tenured vet, what's the point of even facing him and winning? You know what this felt like? This felt like Triple H doing cope booking for his ego.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther, because you beating Cena got me booed. I'm going to have you get called an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this felt like. It felt like spite cope booking from Triple Nose. What? Just, dude, this is the dumbest product on television.
This is more of, I fucked up. You're going to have to pay for it.
How are you spite booking a person that is supposed to be the biggest heel in the business right now?
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't no asshole when Dirty Dom fucking, like, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
I used the word cohesion and I said there's no cohesion with this product. Now it's just no semblance of, like, I would say sense, but goddamn, there's no semblance of anything. This product is a lifeless corpse. It has no pulse. It has no understanding because there's no neurons firing off. There's nothing. Nothing makes sense. You beat the so-called GOAT and you win and you want to brag about it? Fuck you, asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But your babyface champion could go out there and talk about people's families. Y'all remind me to take a trip to the knife store, please. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even call it a zombie company because when a zombie sees fresh flesh, at least it has direction.
That's true.
And yeah, and that's going to flop miserably because he can't pull it off. He's in the twilight of his career practically. Xavier said, also, Mr. Stark said, Warren, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to do Legend Killer Gunther. What would that do?
Yeah, he's almost 40. What's the point?
Weekly Steel Chair said, this crowd doesn't even make an asshole chant feel as fun as 1998 to 2000. No, because we are in the era of the soundboard audience. They only chant what they think they're supposed to.
Mm.
Not what they organically feel. Right, that's what it is. Why would I have interest in a Gunther Legend Killer run when it would be Gunther versus slightly older men?
Mm-hmm.
What's the draw? And you know they're going to find some way to fuck it up. You know somewhere halfway through it, they're going to, if that, they're going to find some way to fuck it up. Yeah, that's the only reason why I worked for Randy Orton, because he was a fucking kid.
Mm-hmm. And again, Gunther's close to 40, if not over 40.
Right. I said that, Weekly Steel Chair, I said that a while back. I said that when he first got brought up to the main roster. I said the Legend Killer gimmick would fit Braun more. I said that when he first came up. Man, I said that a while ago.
Gunther is 38.
Yeah, 38-year-old Legend Killer.
Try it.
Let's continue with this show. Let's continue, man.
Alrighty, Gunther left the arena, bumped into AJ Styles outside, got into his face, did nothing, said nothing. Gunther got into his car. Gunther rolled down the window and gave Styles the "you can't see me" gesture before driving off.
And then the audience audibly fucking gasping like they just saw somebody get executed in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
When he did that, they were like, oh! I was like, what?
How dare you do this to us?
Don't believe me, go back and listen.
Yeah.
They audibly gasped.
Alrighty, up next after the break, we have the usual montage of talent arriving late for work. I don't know why if they think moving it, it's just going to make it disappear. Of, oh, they're not going to cover it if we move it. Stupid. First match up. For some odd reason, Old Man Usos versus the Old Day. Old Day won using the 3D. Oh, I'm sorry, the 1D. Ooh.
Okay. Fair. Okay. If Jey Uso has officially declared that he's going to be back in the tag team division with his brother, I know y'all want to get all those shirts out the warehouse, but why is he still doing the Yeet entrance? Why are you still playing his singles theme song? Why? Oh, I know why. Because you guys don't trust that he'll be over without it. Again, y'all are afraid that y'all won't be able to get them shirts out the warehouse if y'all pull that away from him. Damn, the green screen's being weird. But yeah, that let's call it what it is. Because they sure played it after the match was over. They played the tag team theme song after the match was over. But here he is still coming out doing that dumbass Yeet entrance. Even look at Jimmy's face during the entrance tonight. Even he kind of looks fucking tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's looking like, why am I doing this? We're a tag team again. Like, why am I doing this? It's embarrassing. Like the whole WWE product is embarrassing. And in typical Werner fashion, I'm actually going to ask this question. What does this do? New Day versus the Usos in 2025. What does this do? What does this do? What does the viewer gain from this? And then in the description of this match on Twitter, they were like, yeah, they're going against each other again in a storied rivalry, but this time something just feels different. What feels different?
What's different than any other time?
I agree, David Farley said Jimmy should be at home with Naomi. I agree. Instead of having to prop up his talentless, drunk-ass brother, I agree. 100%. Go ahead.
Alrighty, confirmed for the January 5th edition of Raw, CM Punk versus Braun Breaker for the world title, and Asuka and Kairi Sane defend the tag team titles against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. To which we get a pre-tape promo from Asuka and Kairi Sane in Japanese. They accuse Io Sky of betraying them, even though they loved her, and choosing Rhea Ripley over them. Asuka said they would retain the titles January 5th.
Why is this still going on? There's no tread on this tire. Like the tires are bald at this point when it comes to this. Why is it still going, Marner?
That's a great question because we all know it all ends with Rhea Ripley getting the singles title again.
It's all filler. Yeah, dude, it's all filler. Like with this whole we're keeping Rhea away from the women's world championship thing, dude, Triple H, Triple Nose, Triple Ego, We don't believe you. You need
You
more
need
people.
more people.
We see straight through this, dude. And you're dragging this out because you don't know how to book the ladies as singles wrestlers without having people just win every week. Rhea Ripley, that is. That's all this is. Because you know if they were all wrestling as singles wrestlers, you would just have Rhea Ripley beating them every week in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes Io. You would have her beating Io, you would have her beating Asuka, you would have her beating Kyrie. You would just have her beating them in rotation. So you figure the only way that you could even, try to keep some meat on the bone when it comes to this is having Io and Rhea tag? Man, somebody get Kevin Bacon on the line because Triple H is fucking hollow, man. We see right through this, dog.
Mm-hmm.
We see right through this, dog.
It's the same, and honestly, if you really think of it, it's the same thing with Charlotte. It's just slowing down the inevitable.
Continue.
Oh boy. Up next, we got Logan Paul gushing like a schoolgirl with Bronson Reed over what they did to LA Knight last week. Braun told them Knight was gone and that they should focus on CM Punk. Logan agreed, and he assumed that the Masked Man would show up and help. Paul Heyman said he didn't know who the Masked Man was, but they have a lot on their plate, so if he could help, the Masked Man would be on the same page.
Dumb.
Breaker then pulled Heyman aside, said he wants to take out Punk. Heyman said no. You got to wait 21 days, and then he'll be world champion. Logan then inserted himself, saying, "Help me out with Rey Mysterio. I can't beat Rey Mysterio without your help." Waste of time. Up next, Asuka and Kyrie Sane attack Io Sky and Rhea Ripley as Io and Rhea come to the ring. Simple as that. Officials ran down, break it up. Insane elbow on Sky's back.
This couldn't be a backstage segment. Like, WWE doesn't even attempt variety anymore. Y'all remember when attacks used to happen backstage in like the boiler room and like in the parking lot, and like this could have been a parking lot segment.
Honestly.
They don't even try to have variety, dude. Like, I remember during the Attitude Era, it was like a grab bag. You'd reach your hand in and not know what the fuck you were going to get on a week-to-week basis. And it made the product exciting. The whole show was like a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm. But not today. Not today at all.
Like, why did this need to happen in the ring? Like, what were Rhea and Io even coming out there to do?
No one will never know now.
No, that's bullshit, because they weren't even in wrestling gear. So what were they going to come out there and just wave at people like the fucking... All right.
T-shirt cannon.
You got it. Go ahead. Keep going. You got it.
All righty. Up next, we got the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Maxxine Dupri versus Ivy Nile. To which Maxxine Dupri made Ivy Nile
She's
tap.
trying.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
trying. She's training. You had Joe Tessitore at one point in his match say, "See, that's the training." I'm like, so nobody else on the roster trains. Nobody
That's what the
on
dungeon can do for you.
Nobody else on the roster trains. Natty, you know I love you, beloved. So nobody else on the roster trains. Everybody was losing their mind over the low-key legend thing and all that stuff just for there to be no follow-up. And for Joe Tessitore to say on commentary during this match, "See, that's the training." And she did y'all see that damn ankle lock? Did y'all see that damn ankle lock?
That was terrible.
Y'all, a malnutritioned Ethiopian could have got out of that damn ankle lock.
Mm-hmm.
Werner, if you tossed him in the desert for 30 days and 30 nights, could have got out of that damn ankle lock. She didn't even bother to wrench it. Go back and look if you don't believe me. She didn't even bother, and God bless Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile was out there working her ass off. And it's felt like a fetish match because outside of Joe Tessitore going, look, the training, all he could talk about was Maxxine Dupri's fucking legs.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's the legs. Look at the legs, the long legs. I'm like, dude, is this a wrestling match or is it Fashion Week in fucking Paris? And I told y'all and now what was coming with Maxxine Dupri. Maxxine Dupri was barely getting any fucking reaction.
Mm-mm.
You know why? Because the thrill of the kill is gone. Y'all did all that performative Maxxine Dupri championing. She became a champion, and now y'all don't give a fuck. Because y'all realized what everybody else already knew. The girl can't fucking go. Sweet woman. She seems so sweet, but the girl can't fucking go.
Mm-hmm. Can't even put in an ankle lock in properly.
That ankle lock was absolutely disgusting work.
Why stand the whole time? You know you are like a good foot and a half taller than Ivy Nile. Why not get on one knee so she's not getting out of it every goddamn time?
WWE.
I know.
WWE, boy. Let's keep going.
Alrighty, backstage we got Pierce meeting with Bouncy Man. Pierce was impressed with his performance at Saturday night's main event. At least there was one person. Then was approached by El Grande Americano, and apparently Javon Evans is going to take on Rayo next week for Raw. Simple as that. CM Punk cut a usual basic 2011 CM Punk heel promo. We then go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse, which Dom said he's excited for the women's main event, title main event, which wasn't the main event, but, you know, we'll go with that. Liv Morgan said they're all going to have a great Christmas, wondering where Finn was. Apparently, him and JD McDonough are Christmasing together while he's out injured. Morgan approached Raquel Rodriguez, excited to see her friend become champion and that she would be by her side, to which Rodriguez said no and left. Up next, we got the Women's World Championship, Stephanie Vaquer taking on Raquel Rodriguez, which ended in a no contest because fucking Nikki Bella had to show up and say, I'm the division. I'm the historic legend person. I'm supposed to have the belt.
Stephanie Vaquer's steam is gone. Gone. You can feel it. Energy is felt. Like that energy that she had when she first showed up, like that presence she had when she first showed up, it's gone. She's faking the smiles now. You know why? Because I think she came to that realization, man, they really don't even love me for my wrestling. They just want to see me do this fucking devil's kiss move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a novelty. I think realization is creeping in. Like, wow, I'm champion and nobody gives a fuck. And then the mean girl Nikki Bella gimmick does not work because Nikki Bella in her own personal life has been going through so much stuff. And I'm not going to bring it up because, you know, that's her business, but like has been going through so much stuff that WWE can fuck up. Dude, I swear to God, WWE, you could hand them a cotton candy factory that is making trillions of dollars a year, and they will find some way to have the entire plant blow up. On this go-round, babyface Nikki Bella was the move. Now, she is more natural as a heel, but everybody knows what's going on in her real life. Now, if you wanted to make her a heel in, like mid to late 2026, okay, sure. But this heel turn feels forced. Just like how John Cena's heel turn felt for, well, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody involved basically came out and said it was a ploy to sell tickets.
Mm-hmm. Including John himself, which he never badmouths.
And you know what would have been dope? If she agreed to it. Only if she agreed to it. Imagine Nikki Bella coming out there talking about what she's been through since she's left. And even bringing up the situation she went through. And just being organic and just talking as herself. Who knows? She might have got some good babyface reactions because of it. But because even your own audience, despite them not wanting to admit it, because your own audience doesn't even trust you to do something organic, this is what we have. We have a forced Nikki Bella heel turn. Because you didn't know what you were doing when you put that belt on Stephanie Vaquer. You did it just to show, see, us signing Stephanie Vaquer was a success. Because that's all it is. See, guys, it was a success. Look, she's our women's world champion. And I think we can all agree on this. The moment she drops that belt.
Oh, buddy.
I don't think she ever touches it again. I don't think she touches a Money in the Bank. I just don't think she touches it. That Stephanie Vaquer will have to come out every show butt naked to get that level of over she was when she first arrived. Because that's how the audience sees her. Throw your butt in the air and slam someone's head into the mat. Yeah. That's all we care for. This promotion is in the dumps. Let's keep going.
All right. Backstage in Adam Pearce's office, Heyman and Pearce are bickering about who the masked man was. Heyman left, and Rhea Ripley approached Pearce demanding a match with Asuka next week. Pearce made it official. Punk was approached backstage by Rey, told him he'd have his back. Rey appreciated it. Jackie Redmond asked AJ Styles and Dragon Lee about the throwback match between the Usos and the New Day earlier. Styles appreciated their rivalry, but he and Dragon Lee were the team to beat. Dragon Lee said they would face any team anytime, and they left to talk to Pearce. To which Nikki Bella approached Jackie Redmond and goes, I'm the person. It's all about me. I don't care about those other women. It's me, 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 me. Me.
Oh, I forgot. Yes. Shouts out to Miguel for saying that. Raquel has been putting out excellent game tape, and what's her reward? And it's kind of funny because AEW's women's division needs somebody like her.
I completely agree.
They need their Andre the Giant. Prime Andre the Giant.
And
it's sad because I wish Jade Cargill didn't burn the bridges she did, because honestly, she was actually improving in AEW. I wouldn't have minded seeing her back in AEW. Let me say something, because I saw a comment. Hold on. Let me see. Where is that? There it is. Weekly Steel Chair says she's hitting rock bottom worse than Tiffany Stratton. But here's the difference, dude. Because Tiffany Stratton is a blonde, big titty bimbo, she's going to get more opportunities. They're putting her on ice right now because they have to do the inevitable Charlotte Flair routine. So they're putting her on ice. She's not buried. They're just putting her on ice. But she's going to be back there. I hate to say it, but yeah, she's going to be back there, barring injury. She's a blonde, big-chested bimbo. She'll be back there. Stephanie will not. And if she does, it'll be because the fans had to hijack for her. That's just the truth. Go ahead.
Alrighty, up next we have Bayley congratulating Maxxine Dupri on retaining the title. Dupri said it meant a lot coming from her. Dupri showed off her bloody finger, perhaps from losing a nail, and left to take care of it. Then Lyra Valkyria showed up and approached Bailey. Bailey admitted she didn't feel great losing to someone with so much less experience. Bailey wondered if there was truth to what Asuka said about her. Valkyria then gaslit her and egged her on by shoving her and saying that this wasn't the Bailey she knew and called her an idiot. And Bailey fired up and said she would destroy Perez next week. Bailey called Valkyria an idiot and left. Valkyria was happy that her plan worked. All right, kids, main event time. Let's get excited.
That's so fucking dumb. That's so dumb. You were confused and scared by it when she first started being a schizophrenic. Now you want her to be schizophrenic? What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Go ahead. Main event. Go ahead.
Main event, Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul won with the help from the Masked Man.
Which turned out to be Channing fucking Tatum. It turned out to be Channing fucking Tatum.
To which Austin Theory was revealed as the Masked Man post-match.
Good. God damn it. You had that major flop of an opening segment, and you closed the show with Austin Theory looking like fucking Channing Tatum.
My name is Jeff.
Triple Nose, are you stupid, simple, or slow? Which one? You on drugs or dog food? Which one? This product is awful.
Mm-hmm.
That was the end game? Something we pretty much already knew? And you blew it off on a Raw in Hershey, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, that was the one thing that threw me off. Like you weren't gonna wait until the mighty Netflix year anniversary show. You had to do it at a random Raw.
It would have made more sense for the new year.
Yeah. You couldn't wait 21 days.
This would have made so much more sense for the first show of 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And he blew his load because he panicked. I need a hot angle.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Theory cosplaying as Channing Tatum is not an hot angle. Yeah, it was right there. The Weekly Steel Chair said January 5th, world title main event. Right there. It was right there.
21 days, as Paul Heyman had to mention it in a segment for like 5 million times.
And I'm sure some of y'all get mad at me and think I'm just being negative when I say this company can get nothing right. I don't care. I stand on it. They can get nothing right. Triple Nose can get nothing right. And to all you dumbasses that keep blaming this shit on TKO, can y'all go find some work?
Mm-hmm.
-10, no moment. Good Lord.
-10, no moment. This was ass.
This company has nothing. Desperation, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H booking this for the main event shows that he was insecure about that John Cena shit.
Mm-hmm.
Said if they actually use Theory to cost Punk the title and then unveil and join the Vision, that would actually be good storytelling. No, why do that?
No.
Dave said -10, no moment. Thank goodness I missed the first hour of Raw. Yeah, thank God for AEW. Yes.
Thank God, yeah. Thank God for 3 hours of AEW this week.
Yeah, -10, no moment, -10, no moment. Dog, dude, it is Arctic in the WWE streets right now. They are going through an ice age in the WWE streets right now. That block will never be hot again. That block will never be hot again. Unbelievable. The Theory unmasking the way he did too. He looked so uncomfortable.
Leave it to WWE to do things that are uncomfortable.
I can't believe I'm saying this again. Clear the air. Fuck WWE.
Yeah, same. Fuck WWE.
I cannot believe I'm saying that again. It's such a waste of time. It's such an insult to your intelligence. I would tell WWE do better, but we know that ain't happening. That people don't realize football is a cult. Look at Taylor Swift's husband. What are we talking about? Okay. All right. Well, shouts out to you, Andrew. All right. Okay, y'all, it's time to get up out of here. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the brazen in his ass. So, sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, so just your boy, Mr. Starksan.
The beacon of hope worldwide, the Messiah, semi-cute sixes, and the eternal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Wednesday.